Just to let you know, I've already checked with the prosecutor about putting dates from federal incarceration on the record.
Yes.
And I don't know if you wanted case or documents through the court file, or if I just read the dates on the record.
You can read the dates on the record, but make sure that the clerks have them.
Okay.
And you're an officer of the court, so of course I
will provide
accept your word as true, Mr. Stateson.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's always nice to see.
Let's pause here for a second. This wasn't just a random act of violence. This was retaliation. The victim, Daniel Sinfield, had allegedly fired a gun near the shooter days earlier. Legally, that brings up a complex question. Was this premeditated revenge or a twisted form of self-defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Was this cold-blooded murder or misguided justice? Next voice.
Court is going to call 2020 CR 4098A, State of Texas versus Brianna Renee Mitchell. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Pretty starts.
Defense.
The attorney record, Monica Guerrero. I'm covering for Ms. Guerrero. Joseph Stateson. Ms. Mitchell, would you give this judge permission for me to do the criminal case of Monica Guerrero?
That's not.
All right, I'm going to need you to speak up, okay?
Yes.
All right, are you Brianna Mitchell?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Brianna Renee Mitchell who was placed on community supervision in 2020 CR 4098A for the offense of manslaughter on December 10, 2021 for a term of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
Yes, Judge, violated condition number 1 on or about the 8th day of September 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Brianna Renee Mitchell, committed the offense of possession of controlled substance, penalty group 1, in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. Violated condition number 1 on or about the 8th day of September 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Brianna Renee Mitchell, committed the offense of failed to ID fugitive intent to give false information in violation of condition number 1.
Both suspects were already in federal prison on unrelated drug charges. This murder charge is coming after they've served time. So here's the legal conundrum. Can time served for a different offense count toward this murder charge? Spoiler. It depends heavily on how state and federal time overlap, and this judge is about to walk us through that.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. Violated condition number 1 on or about the 8th day of September 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Brianna Renee Mitchell, committed the offense of evade arrest or detention in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. We'll waive the other violations.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
None.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violations 1, 1, and 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violations 1, 1, and 1?
Yes.
The court will find 1, 1, and 1 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Judge, we're asking that you grant the motion, revoke her probation, and sentence her to 10 years in the TDC. In addition, Judge, we'll be taking into consideration cause numbers 2022 CR 10345B, County Court cause number
3 violations in one day. Possession, false ID, and evading arrest, all while on community supervision. It's like she speed ran the parole violation checklist. But notice how she pleads true without hesitation. That's not just an admission. It signals there's likely a plea deal behind the scenes. Watch closely for what the prosecution asks for next.
number 692652, County Court cause number 692653.
Is that the agreement, defense?
It is, Your Honor, and I believe I may have made a clerical typo on the certificate of appeal. I may have put the case being TIC instead of the NPR.
Yes. Yeah, I'll correct that. Is there any objections to the court correcting that with the proper cause number?
None from the firm. And if I may put something else in the record, Your Honor.
Yes.
This offense was created during a time where Ms. Mitchell was on federal release, supervised release. She has federal.
This is where things get messy. The defense is asking for credit for federal prison time served, even before the offense technically occurred. That's rare. Most courts won't credit pre-offense time unless it directly relates to the case. So, do you think it's fair to subtract prison time from a sentence for a totally different crime? Let's hear your tack.
Federal back time, and post the offense, she did time in federal prison. I have some dates if I could put those on the record.
Yes.
She was in custody in federal prison or federal custody on April 18th, 2016, where she was sentenced November 17th, 2016. And she was not released until April 3rd, 2020. When she was released April 3rd, 2020, it was supervised release. And there was a revocation hearing. And she has federal custody time from February 18th, 2022 to April 13th, 2022. And we ask that she be given credit for federal time in addition to the Bexar County time.
So you're asking for credit from April 18th, 2016 to April 13th, 2020?
We are, and I did explain to my client that is prior to the offense date, but she was still in custody post that also, and that it's the court's discretion to award time.
So with regards to the dates from April 18th, 2016 to April 13th, 2020, was this case open on a motion to revoke or no?
I don't believe it was on a motion to revoke.
All right, was this case pending?
I have to, if I could check one moment, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's what I want to know about that. But with regards to the February 18th to 2020, February 18th, 2022 to April 13th, 2022, this was pending, correct?
Yes.
All right, so she will definitely receive credit for those dates. I just need to check on the April 18th date. When this case was on the system, what date was that again?
February 18th.
Okay.
And then she was running patient 12-10.
All right. Well, it appears, Ms. Sparks,
Yes, Judge.
on this case, I'm being informed by the clerk that this case was actually on the system January 2nd, 2016.
Yes, Judge, that's what our computer shows.
Okay, so we can go back on the record, Brenna. So are you asking the court to follow this agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then the court is finding 1 and 1 true. The court will follow your agreement, revoke, sentence you to 10 years in the prison, take in consideration 2022 CR 10345B, County Court Cause number 692-652, 692-653, give you credit for any time served, and the court will give you the credit served in federal custody from April 18, 2016 to April 3rd, 2020, and February 18th, 2022 to April 13th, 2022. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
No, Judge.
Nothing from defense.
All right. For some reason, there's no affirmative finding on this of a
On the
deadly
original?
weapon. Yes. Let me see something, just one moment. I don't know what the underlying facts of this case were. Just give me 1 second. I'm assuming a weapon was involved, be it a vehicle or something else. All right, yeah, it's involved a gun.
It appears that my client appears that it was with the co-defendant who had a gun. Her client didn't have a gun, but that was not negotiated with the district attorney's office with Marcus prior to this.
All right, because I mean, according to the, and I know this is before your time, Mr. Statesman, but according to the indictment,
And there it is. An affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. Even if Mitchell didn't pull the trigger, being the getaway driver in a murder involving a gun still carries weight in sentencing. In Texas, that can mean serious consequences, like ineligibility for parole until half the sentence is served. So yeah, this ruling just sealed her fate in a big way.
It says that Brianna Mitchell did recklessly cause the death of an individual, namely, the complainant, by discharging a deadly weapon. So this is pre this attorney, Miss Mitchell, but that's what's in the paperwork. So there's going to be an affirmative finding. So there's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, good luck. We can go off the record. I saw in this case where parenting classes were ordered for you. So here's the thing. Someone else is taking care of your children or your child. When you are released from prison, and at some point you will be, do not go up to the house acting as though, here I am, let me put my rules in place and disregard whatever rules have been set for your children. You understand? You're going to have to humble yourself.